Hey, brilliant! My first Windows 8 computer. I'll just open up the Start menu and... oh my. Hi, I'm Mike Halsey, the author of Windows 8 Out of the Box from O'Reilly. If you're new to Windows 8, or if you're thinking about buying a Windows 8 computer, you might be a bit confused by the new start screen. But don't worry, in this video I'm going to show you how to use it and how to get the best out of it. The start screen is made up of a series of tiles, each one representing an installed application or an app. Some of these tiles display live information from the internet, such as the latest news, social messages you've received, or emails that you've been sent. You can open any app by clicking or tapping its tile on the start screen. If you use your computer with a mouse, then you can take advantage of what's called hot corners. What does this mean? Well, if you move your mouse cursor into the top right hand corner or the bottom right hand corner of your screen, it will open the charms, and I'll talk more about these shortly. If you move your cursor to the top left hand corner, then thumbnail images will appear for apps that you have running, and you can click on these thumbnails to switch between apps. If you move your mouse cursor to the bottom left corner of the screen, then a thumbnail image will appear for the most recently used app, or if you're in an app, a thumbnail will appear for the start screen, so you can click it and return to it. Let's have a look at the charms now. Now, as I've said, you can open the charms with your mouse by moving the mouse to the top right or the bottom right corner of your screen, but you can also open the charms by swiping in from the right side of the screen with your finger, or by pressing the Windows key plus C on your keyboard. Now, you can search directly from the start screen and in some apps by just typing, but the search charm gives you additional options. You can search for files, apps, or computer settings, and it can give you a list of apps that you can search inside. So if you click the Internet Explorer app, you can search the internet directly. If you click the Store app, you can search the Windows Store. The Share charm allows you to share the currently selected item, be that a piece of text or let's say a picture, with other apps. So you can put a picture on a social networking app, or you can send something via email. The Windows Start charm will always bring you back to the start screen in Windows 8. The Devices charm allows you to use additional hardware such as external monitors with your computer. And the Settings charm gives you access to your network and Wi-Fi settings, the power settings for the computer, the full computer PC settings, and also if you open the Settings charm from within an app, it can provide you additional settings for that app itself. Now let's look at the app bar. Now, the app bar is a little menu that provides additional options both for the start screen and for any apps that you're running, and there are several ways to display it. With touch, you can swipe upwards or downwards from the bottom of your screen. You can hold down the Windows key in the bottom left corner of your keyboard and you can press the Z key, or you can right click with your mouse in any blank space or on any tile to display additional options. Now, you'll see that the menu options that appear will vary depending on what you're looking at. For instance, if you're looking at a live tile, you can turn that live tile off. You can make tiles larger or smaller. You can remove them from the start menu altogether, and you'll see here on the right hand side there's an all apps view, and that's where they'll go. I'll look at that, show you how to use that shortly. If you open the app bar from within an app itself, then additional options specific for that app will appear. Now, I've already shown you how you can remove apps from the start screen by opening the app bar and clicking Unpin from Start. But you can also rearrange apps into groups. You'll see there's two groups here already. And you can do this simply by clicking or touching and dragging the app around. You can move it between different groups if you want to, or if you move it between groups, you'll see a vertical bar appear. Now, this will tell you that if you drop the app there, it'll create a new group, and you can move things into that group as well. If you move your mouse cursor to the bottom right corner of the screen, you'll see a little minus sign, and if you click this, the start screen will zoom out. You can achieve this by touch by performing an outward pinch zoom gesture with your fingers. Here you can move entire groups around, or if you right click or touch and hold on a group, you can give a group a name to make it easier to see exactly what it is you've got there. Lastly, in the far right of the app bar, you'll see on the start screen an All Apps view, and if you click on that, then you'll be able to see all of the apps that are installed and all of the desktop programs that are installed on your computer. Again, you can zoom out of this if you have a lot of software. You'll see the minus sign, or you can pinch zoom, minus sign in the bottom right hand corner, and you can zoom out and you can view them, your apps, in different ways. To get back to the start screen at any time, just open the Charms menu and press Start, or press the Windows key on your computer's keyboard. Previously I've shown you how you can switch between running apps by moving your mouse cursor to the top left corner of the screen and clicking an app thumbnail. With touch, you can do this by swiping in from the far left of the screen with your finger, which will restore the last used app, and you can keep going to cycle through the apps. But what else can you do with apps? Well, one of the things you can do with them is you can dock them side by side. To do this, either with your mouse or your finger, grab the app in the top center of the screen and pull it downwards, and you'll see it becomes the thumbnail. When you move it left or right, you'll see a bar will appear to show you that it will be docked to the left or the right of the screen. The next time you run an app, and remember you can get back to the start screen at any time by opening the Charms menu and pressing the Start Charm, or by pressing the Windows key on your keyboard. Next time you run an app, that app will fill the remaining space on the screen. So you've got two apps side by side, and you can switch the focus between them by dragging the vertical bar separating them to the left or to the right, or you can move one of the apps off the screen completely by just dragging the bar off the screen. I'm going to finish this video by showing you how to switch between user accounts on your computer, if you have any, and how you can shut down your computer and restart it. To switch between user accounts, click on your name in the top right of the start screen. Here you can sign out of your account, you can lock the computer, and if you have any additional user accounts on the computer, they will appear here and you can switch between them easily. To shut down or restart the computer, you want to open the Charms menu and click the Settings charm. Here you'll see a Power button, and if you click that, shut down, restart, and if your computer supports it, sleep option will appear. Right, so let's now summarise and look at some of the different ways you can control Windows 8. You can find out much more information about using Windows 8 in my book, Windows 8 Out of the Box from O'Reilly. But for now, thank you from me, Mike Halsey, at The Long Climb, with music from Kevin Levy.